come along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, yeah, at last the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, yeah, you smile, you smile. Oh, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at last.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
In me Good afternoon. Anybody that would like a seat, you can go ahead and grab one. This will be pretty short. More movement.
Don't be shy. All right. There it is. All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Friends, family, loved ones, we come together today in the sight of the divine and with you as witnesses to join Tom Best-Ink and Kristen Inks in marriage. We gather around them now in this wonderful place and we look on with love and hope as these two begin their new life together as one. Okay, I wrote some stuff myself. And I got some organized stuff as well. I'm going to start with in my contribution. I've known these folks a long time, dear friends. And I feel we're all fortunate to bear witness to the miraculous power of love. And I personally want to mention that together, we as a group, we as a group are some of the most important people in Tom and Kristen's lives. And they invited us all here to recognize we've all played some special part in the love they share. And I thank you guys.
Thank you.
Well, marriage is a sacred institution in our culture. It's a tradition of partnership, trust, and dependence on one another to navigate the sometimes stormy seas of life. People have said that marriage requires lots of work, like commitment, sacrifice, and all this is true. But no matter what it looks like in the end, however, a healthy marriage always needs a solid foundation, which begins with love, to be sure. But the love we need comes from being willing to make sacrifices. The love we need comes from being committed to working through everything together and maintaining open communications, even through the difficult times. The true love we feel makes the work it takes to maintain it all worth it. On top of the foundation of love, a mixture of work, sacrifice, and commitment, we can build things like trust and intimacy, and all of the beautiful things that make a marriage worthwhile. Tom and Kristen, are you ready to proclaim the foundation of love for one another in the sight of the heavens and of all these witnesses?
We're ready.
Yeah, ready.
Tom, my brother, do you take Kristen to be your lawfully wedded husband, wife, partner? Will you honor and cherish her, love, trust, and commit to her through joy and pain, sickness, and health, and whatever life may throw at you both, until death do you part?
Absolutely. I do.
And Kristen, I repeat that. Do you, Kristen, take Tom to be your lawfully wedded husband? Will you honor and cherish him, trust, love, and commit to him through joy and pain, sickness, and health, and whatever life may throw at you both, until death do you part?
I will.
At this time, Tom and Kristen will exchange rings. Beautiful. The wedding ring is a symbol of binding, a symbol of attachment and of belonging, not a possession, but a partnership. I think you got vows? Then they have some vows they want to share.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Let me go first.
Okay. Okay. Tom, You treat me with kindness and support all of my dreams. You never hesitate to take the steps necessary to make them come true. From building shelves in the living room to flying to New York for the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. We share many of the same goals and dreams. And we support each other in achieving them. The future is uncertain, but one thing I know for sure is that I want to keep doing that with you forever. I know what I want my life to be like, and it wouldn't be possible without you in it. I'm so grateful for our love and our life together. I will forever love you, admire, respect, and absolutely adore you. I will be honest, loyal, and faithful to you. I will protect you and keep you safe in my arms. I will not only hold you physically close to my heart, but I invite you to live inside it so that you're always with me, even when we're apart. I also give you myself, so if I should die before you, in your still beating heart, I'll stay alive. I want you to have no regrets ever in your decision to marry me today. I want us to look back on this day many years from now when we're old and grayer and know that it was the best decision we ever made. I already know it was mine. It was the day I chose you, which was not today, but in the moment you asked me to marry you, it was then that I realized we both knew that no matter what happens, whichever direction we go, wherever we end up, whatever we do, we're gonna do it together in love forever until death do we part.
Big Sam.
Kristen, I knew you were cool when we first met, but I had no idea the universe made people like you. You are brilliant, you're talented, you're the most beautiful. After a short few months, I discovered that your love is second to none. I never thought I could be this happy with anybody in this life. That's for real. I want to offer you my kindness and compassion for the rest of my days. You're my world, and I want to offer you my world. If that makes sense. My love is yours if you accept it. Your dreams will become my dreams. Your struggles are mine too. I thought I'd give myself to you, and will do my damnedest to live this beautiful life fearlessly with you. My vow to you will be my thoughts, my words, my actions, in every meal, in every step, in every gaze into your eyes, and every breath. Your love is magical to me, as if we shared a past life. If I had to live this life a million times over, I'd prefer very much to live every single one with you. Today I'd rather be nobody than to not be yours. I am yours if you'll have me. This love I have for you is like music. And again, I'd rather this song never end. Marry me today. Yeah.
I just want to add, I've never had more faith in any union in my days of drinking this couple right here. Thanks. John and Kristen have proclaimed their love and cruelty to one another in the eyes of these loved ones. With all the power vested in me in the state of Michigan, I am very honored and happy to pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Best-Ink.
To get a motherfucking girl like you. Don't know what I did in my past life, but it must have been something cool. Cause I'm a whiskey drinking, fight provoking, cigarette smoking dude. I got a problem with my attitude. It's hard for me to keep cool, but when I look at you, I see me, a reflection of a real soul. So pardon me if I may seem loose and out of control. It ain't the dream talking, it's me talking. Fuck if everyone knows you my girl and that's that. So hop on the back of this bike and roll. Let's roll now. I never let someone straight up disrespect you. I never let someone call you out your name. I'll always be the one that runs up to protect you. Cause I know if I was down you'd come and do the same. So let's pack it up and move our life to Nashville. Build a studio in the house and do our thing. And I'll take you out and we'll go honky-tonkin'. Get drunk and fall in Tennessee love. Tennessee love. Fall in Tennessee love. Fall in Tennessee love. Fall in Tennessee love. Can't you see that my hands are shaking? Withdrawals from alcohol. Ain't no use in us faking, but it's our life, ain't it, baby? So ain't no use in us taking a chance with it. So I promise that I'll work on my patience. Someday, if we get lucky and we grow and get old, we'll look back and laugh about the circus and the show. But for now, we live it up, we spend it up and we go to the last call in every bar in this town. Turn the lights on and close, you and me now. I never let someone straight up disrespect you. I never let someone call you out your name. always be the one that runs up to protect you. Cause I know if I was down, you'd come and do the same. So let's pack it up and move our life to Nashville. Build a studio in the house and do our thing. And I'll take you out and we'll go honky-tonkin'. Get drunk and fall in Tennessee love. Tennessee love. Fall in Tennessee love.
Tyson and Lexi. Okay, just Trent. We've lost Ashley. I'd like to introduce you guys to Drake and Jess. All right, next is Art and Debbie. Next we have Nick and Shelly. Next we have Baker and Cordelia. Hey, we found Ashley.
Thank you for being.
I'd like to introduce you to the best man, Scott, and the maid of honor, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, please welcome the newlyweds, the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Tom and Kristen Best-Ink.
What's the point of this? Oh hey, what's your favorite song? Maybe we could hum along. Well, I think you're smart, you sweet thing. Tell me your name, I'm dying
We know each other. We speak the same language. I'm just doing this.
Did you know that I can dance? Could we talk for a while? Well, I think you're smart, you sweet thing. Tell me your sign, I'm dying here. Got you where I want you. Got you where I want you. Where I want you, I want you. Suffer, suffer, we don't get no rougher. Rockin' the baby girl, touch me like no other. Suffer, suffer, we don't get no rougher. When they rock me, baby, put me thing on me lover. Suffer, suffer, we don't get no rougher. Rockin' the baby girl, touch me like no other. Suffer, suffer, we don't get no rougher. When they rock me, baby, put me thing on me lover. I think you're smart, you sweet thing. Tell me your name, I'm dying here.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have tickets at the door, and if people want to come in and sample chilies, they will be receiving tickets as well, and that's 5 tickets maximum per person. So again, you could vote for your favorite chili. The winner of the chili competition, the participant who cooked the chili, is up to win big prizes. So vote for your favorite chili. Count the votes by competent counters. We have come up with the first, second, and third prize winners who win these glorious baskets right here in front of me. So, in third place, for all winners, please come up and take your basket. In third place, we got Grandma's Chili. Grandma Chili, that's number 13. Story too with it. Yeah, cheers. Everybody's winning here. Everybody's one. So, the second place winner is chili number 9. And I'm trying to read the sign here. That's white. The white chicken over lime. What? I can't read that. Number 9. The winner of
makes you cry. Do you
Alright, Felix. Give them the memo. That's second prize basket is right up here. Alright, so the first place winner of Kristen and Tom's Smoking Hot Chili Cook-Off is chili number 19. Yeah! I deserve it. Deserve it, buddy. But yeah.
That was the best chili! Woo! Yes, sir! Eat my shorts, man!
Everybody find who made number 9? Anybody?
Just keep saying number 9.
Yeah, like the Beatles. Number 9. Number 9.
Might be inside the kitchen.
So everybody who did participate in the chili cook-off, seriously, this is a fun idea. I thought it was going to be kind of huge, so I'm glad everybody else thought it was huge as well. For the rest, though, there are participation trophies. So would everybody who wants a participation prize, please, for attending, thank you so much. Come up to the table, go grab your basket here. There's something for everybody who participated in this. I really appreciate it. Everybody. Yay, chili! Thank you.
Do you that you have the most beautiful face? Do you realize we're floating in space? Do you that happiness makes you cry? Do you realize that everyone you know
instead of saying all of your goodbyes, let them know you realize that life goes fast. It's hard to make the good things last. You realize the sun doesn't go down. It's just an illusion caused by the world spinning round. Do you realize Do you realize that everyone you know someday will die? And instead of saying all of your goodbyes, let them know you realize that life goes fast. It's hard to make the good things last. You realize the sun doesn't go down. It's just an illusion caused by the world spinning round. Do you realize that you have the most beautiful face? Do you realize?
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, see it through, 'cause you've got a friend in me.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and always give more than you take. But more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold.
I was gonna turn into karaoke, but I can't hear the song and not like sing it. Of course I lived there for 1,000 days.
Get up! Egypt!
Escape from the prison planet! And against my better judgment, I went walking out that door. I smiled at one person, then I nodded 2, 3 more. A man asked me for $1, I asked him what it's for. He said, I ain't seen them. I said, okay, it's yours. The local high school lets out and the town becomes anarchy. Parties are crashed, skids are out of measure. The stories in the paper, you may read it at your leisure. Eject and escape from the prison planet. Get up! Eject! Escape from the prison planet. And $2 million. I supply to the DOE some tasty little nuggets.
But we still have a best man and a maid of honor with a speech. So before this comes to maybe a bigger close, faster close than we expected, we'd love everybody to gather at least for the speeches.
The reason we did all this was for you guys. They say it's your day, but like... I was going to tell the story about how me and Tom met. I wrote it down. If you guys are interested, otherwise we'll skip right to the...
Oh, good job. Play a song. Ratchet sight. Okay. Sorry.
Almost 10 years ago, from the very first time we met, I knew there was something about Tom. I didn't know what, but I had this gut feeling he was kind of a big deal. In fact, that's how I saved his phone number in my phone. Even though I never used it, the phone number, until June of last year when he texted me and I realized I still had his number programmed. 10 years later, Tom, kind of big deal bestie. The truth is, the first thing I fell in love with was his art. When I first got a job at Eternal, he was in the booth next to me. I was the new girl, and I didn't have a lot of clientele yet, so I spent every day for about 6 months sitting next to him, secretly getting to know him, through listening to him talking to his clients. I learned a lot about him. He likes to talk. I learned he had a girlfriend. But with that, I learned he was loyal. He never flirted with me. He was humble, intelligent, caring, a good listener. He had a great taste in music, and from the very beginning, his laugh made me smile. He loves his friends and family. He's sensitive, patient, sincere, and understanding. I learned all of these things about him and admired him from afar. I wish I was brave enough back then to step into his room or knock on his door and even ask if I could watch him work. Because of all the things I'd come to admire about him, his artistry was what drew me to him first. Unfortunately, making eye contact with him was hard enough, but when he smiled at me, my knees buckled. I had to look away. I had to keep my distance. It wasn't easy. The way I felt about him way back then never changed, because on June 10th, 2022, when he commented on my Facebook post, for the first time ever, 10 years, I felt exactly the same. I didn't even think he knew I existed. I love this story, and I'll never get tired of telling it. And even though I've told it to anyone willing to listen, probably more than once, what better time than now to tell it again? But I'll keep it short. Now the story is beginning. On June 10th, 2022, I shared a post on Facebook. It was an advertisement for a concert of a very obscure band, Godspeed You Black Emperor. And Tom commented on it, and well, the concert wasn't until November 8th, though, but I shared it. I was like, I really want to go to this. But to my surprise, Tom Bestie was the first to comment. Oh, shit, yeah. To which immediately I replied, dude, let's go. I'll get the tickets, you drive. To which I got no reaction or response. But I didn't expect one anyway. Like, yeah, right. Like, Tom Bestie would want to hang out with me. Anyway. But to my surprise, the next day he was in my DMs with fucking Delio. We talked and talked and talked and talked and decided we should get together before the concert, since it was not for 6 months. We talked about music, art, nature, hiking, kayaking. He mentioned how he wanted to go to the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors, and I told him that was literally my #1 place to go on my bucket list. We shared our artwork. I showed him pictures of my rock collection. He showed me pictures of his gourmet meals. He showed me his band's music. Wretched Souls! We wanted to see each other and hang out. I told him, look, man, just come hang out. I have no expectations. The only thing I can promise you is that you'll have a good time. And if you don't, you never have to do it again, right? So he did. He came over. He didn't bring me flowers, but I sat in awe as he sat down on my living room floor and painted me one. I fell in love with him in that moment, and over the next few months, he became so much more than just a kind of big deal. The more I got to know him, the more I admired and respected him, on top of how much I already did. And by the time we made it to the Godspeed concert, which was intended to be our first date, a mere 6 months later, Tom was ready to pop the question. It was so loud at the concert, I couldn't really hear what he was saying. He was like saying his normal, like really sweetheart shit, like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, I didn't really hear. I knew he was saying some like sweet shit.
She's like, yeah, smiling
yeah, there's a concert happening. We waited this long. Don't you want to watch the show? What are you talking about?
I planned it for the first song of the show, but yeah, it was loud. It was dark.
There's so much more to this story, but that's his part. He actually. Anyway, what I did hear him say was, our love is like music, and I never want this song to end. And then he dropped down to one knee and said what I heard to be, Kristen, we're showing, so will you marry me today? He actually said, will you marry me one day? Either way, I said yes. Like, well, I'm ready to go, let's do it. Like, yesterday, today, tomorrow, I will marry you every day forever. and
than the first couple of days.
Anyways, here's the point. Here's the point. Okay, so those first couple of days, though, out of that whole trip are the most memorable. You know, and it just kind of goes to show that sometimes things don't go according to plan, and sometimes in the end, that's what makes that's the part that made the experience more worth it. There is a metaphor in there. It's coming up. Don't worry. Hold on, page 2, guys.
To go to the concert, you know, real sly like, you know, so he'd come in and be like, "Oh, Tom, oh, you're here, how wild," you know, but he was there to take pictures of us while I proposed. So,
Wait a minute, you actually know somebody else that likes Godspeed? That's so weird. Like,
yeah, it's so weird. Okay. Yeah, look at this guy. Yeah. But really, John had no idea. And so, first thing that John says when we walk in, I'm like, "Oh, John, what's going on? It's weird you're here." And he's like, yeah. "Hey, Tom, did you know?" And I'm here to take pictures of the band, but did you know how hard it is to get professional camera equipment into an actual show? And I'm like, that's very interesting. So we actually don't have any photos. This is long story short. We actually don't have any photos of the actual proposal.
We got one right over there.
We got one, and that was by the lights, by the door, whatever. So anyway,
so listen.
good story.
He said yes, and we ended up, when he realized I said yes, he stood up, and then we just danced the whole rest of the concert. We love to dance. We do it in the kitchen. It's disgusting, you guys. Best man made of honor. What was it?
You know, so we're gonna get.
Congratulations, guys. I love it. Okay, so 24 years I've known Tom. 24 years, a lot's happened. Tom is legitimately one of the best people I know. He's the club at the Blue Dolphin. It burned down. It's gone now.
No.
After the club, we go to Trefani's for sloppy steaks. That steak with water dumped on it. It's really, really good. They say no sloppy steaks, but they can't stop you from ordering a steak and a glass of water.
My best man, Scott Brisky.
Sit down over here, or should we sit by the side?
You guys can do whatever you want to do.
Fine, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm just gonna stand here and say some stuff
All
for a speech that I wrote just the other day and haven't rehearsed. So love it.
Same.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Scott, for those who don't know me or didn't hear Tom, say my name. I'm Tom's best man. Thank you, Tom and Kristen, for having me and letting me celebrate this day. And Tom, it's such an honor to be here as your best man. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me. So, okay, here's the written stuff. I've known Tom for a long time. So long, in fact, I had to think about it the other day. And I had to think about the first time that we met and how long it had actually been. And I realized that it had been 24 years.
Was it also at a concert?
It was not at a concert. So that's over half of my life. And we have a lot of stories, Tom and I. There was the one time we were both unemployed and living in Globe Street. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Globe Street days.
Best times of my life.
I don't even think we were watching TV at the time, actually. In my memory, we were just sitting there in complete silence until Tom abruptly informed me he's writing a movie script. I said, "Tell me more things."
Go on.
He goes on to tell me about this amazing, at least to us, zombie movie idea that he had for a while now. And we spent the rest of the night literally just drinking and writing out this movie and coming up with ideas. And we spent like the next 2 or 3 weeks actually shooting this movie.
Are you getting into the story? Are you getting into what it was about, or?
No, I'm not going to give it away.
Okay.
One day it still might come out. No spoilers. No spoilers. So over the course of the next week, we assembled our housemates and friends, convinced them to be in our movie with premises of beer and good times. We had many people get in this movie. We shot a lot of this movie with no production value. I mean, we had nothing. We made a dummy out of old clothes and we hit it with a car.
A little bit of a spoiler, yeah. A more recent time, Tom and I had planned a trip, hiking trip to the Porcupine Mountains. Let's see, let's cut this down. I made this very long-winded. We drove, so we took both of our vans, and I went up 2 hours before Tom did. Tom, I just crossed into the UP when Tom calls me that his van broke down in Standish. So I had to turn around and go pick him up, and we continued on, our journey. So the next day we're driving through the UP, and radiator hose blows on my van. Luckily, we had just passed a scenic turnoff. So we get into the scenic turnoff, the van's broken down, and we're trapped there. We're stuck there for the night. I'm not going to drone on about this. I feel like I'm droning on. Okay. This is part of it. I'm going to get to the point eventually here. So Tom and I ended up camping out overnight at the scenic turnoff. It could have been worse. We had a beach to ourselves. There was a full moon over Lake Superior. It was actually very romantic. The next morning, our tow truck finally arrived around 9 a.m., only to inform us we couldn't ride along with them to the shop due to COVID restrictions. So we were still stranded, and this time we didn't even have a van to camp out in. With no other option, we started walking 30 miles to Marquette, which is where the van was going. We threw our thumbs out, and you wouldn't think that people these days pick up hitchhikers, let alone two grown men hitchhiking. Yeah, right? But before you know it, I don't think we even walked 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half before old Ron picked us up in his truck, in his old work truck, and dropped us off right at the front door of the shop that my van was at. So, it worked out. The rest of the trip didn't go quite as planned, but it went off better than the first couple of days. Anyways, here's the point. Here's the point. Okay, so those first couple of days, though, out of that whole trip are the most memorable. And it just kind of goes to show that sometimes things don't go according to plan, and sometimes in the end, that's what makes that's the part that made the experience more worth it. There is a metaphor in there. It's coming up, don't worry. Hold on, page 2, guys. There was another time a long time ago, that Tom and I went through a phase in our life that I refer to as our POS phase. Slick back hair, white Ferrari, itty bitty jeans, chicken spaghetti at Chickalani's. Live for New Year's Eve. We went out for wings once, and Tom started calling me his Dangerous Nights crew. We go clubbing at the Blue Dolphin. It burned down. It's gone now. After the club, we go to Trefani's for sloppy steaks. That steak with water dumped on it. It's really, really good. They say no sloppy steaks, but they can't stop you from ordering a steak and a glass of water.
Can't stop you. Oh.
All right, that part's not true. Anyway, back to the actual speech. Sorry. So there's a few people that got that, so I'm happy that some people got it.
Have a seat.
All right. Okay, so 24 years I've known Tom. In 24 years, a lot's happened. Tom is legitimately one of the best people I know. He's the most selfless guy I've ever met in my life. If you're someone he loves, he'll drop everything at a moment's notice to help you. If you're in need, if you're in need. He's been there for me countless of times. I owe him a lot, but in his mind, I owe him nothing. That's the kind of guy Tom is. In 24 years, relationships have come and gone, and I've wanted nothing more than to see Tom be happy with someone who truly loves him, someone he deserves and deserves him. After a particularly long stint of us both being single and accepting that, hey, that's all right, we accepted it. I started to hear a little less from Tom. All of a sudden, he wasn't on Warzone with me and the Cousinel boys every night. Turns out the reason for that was because Tom had reconnected with Kristen. They worked together years before, and I don't actually know the specifics of how they reconnected until now. But they did, and from what I understand, it was instant chemistry. When I first met Kristen, I liked her immediately, but not knowing her, I was scared for my friend. Everything seemed to be moving quickly. I was afraid that if he didn't pump the brakes and plan things out better, he was going to end up hurt. I was wrong. As time went on, I spent more time with the two of them. I began to see in Kristen what Tom saw, a caring, honest, heart on her sleeve, genuine person. Someone who complimented Tom extremely well, someone Tom deserved, and someone who deserved Tom. I finally began to witness that chemistry that was there from the start between them, and that chemistry didn't fade or wane over time. It's still as powerful today as it was that first day they found each other, in the right moment in their lives. Tom didn't need a plan. He let go of the idea of plan after years of the plan failing. And because of that, he finally found the person who made the experience worth it. So, if anybody's got a drink, let's raise our glasses to Tom and Kristen. Congratulations, guys. I love it. Slap them up! Love you guys.
Sarah,
Yeah.
maid of honor.
Oh, you need to sit down for this. Really, you don't. I'm gonna sit anyway. All right.
Hey guys, I made mine short, sweet, simple. You guys be out of here in 5 minutes. Not even. 2 minutes. First off, thank you for having me. Thank you for putting me in the position of maid of honor. I was so shocked. Beautiful ceremony, beautiful day for it, right guys? Beautiful. All right, for all of you that don't know me, I'm Sarah. I'm nervous as heck. I hate speeches. I don't like talking in front of people. So, like I said, I'll be short. First of all, I want to say how stunning Kristen looks and how lucky Tom is to have such an amazing woman by his side. Kristen and I, we've been friends for about 6 years now. I met her when I was looking for a tattoo artist to give my daughter and I matching tattoos. And ever since then, we've been pretty much best friends. From all these memories, great times together.
Tell you the memories.
Yeah, all these,
You know, there's kids around.
yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of great times: kayaking, concerts, sitting on the living room floor, listening to vinyls all night until the sun comes up. But I gotta say, today was the most exciting day I got to spend with you. Next, I'm almost done, guys. When Kristen first told me about Tom, I was like, okay, who's this Tom guy? Like, I heard his name before because she already had paintings on the wall that he had made. I remember that. But when she talked about him, it was like excitement in her voice and love. And then she said he could cook. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. She found her man. Personal chef. But seeing these two together and the way they look at each other, you can tell they love each other. Like, from the room, across the room, they'll catch each other's glance and just, oh, it's so sweet. You guys make me sick.
Music.
Keep the party going, DJ Fido.
Kristen.
Oh, wait, Ashley got something to say?
Yeah.
I was holding anybody.
Well, he just. I'm nervous, so I'm gonna sit down and read.
Yeah, it's got.
You gonna be like Jim Morrison and turn backwards? Turn your back to everybody?
I'll grab a chair.
Kristen, I feel so honored to be standing here on such a special day. I feel so honored to be sitting here on such a special day celebrating the love you and Tom share together. Since the first time we met, I knew we were meant to be in each other's lives forever. Words could never express the love and bond, friendship, and also friendship I share with you and cherish so much. That bond and friendship means the world to me. I love the way Kristen and I met. I was at Shopmakers with a few people and kept admiring her tattoo work, so of course I had to approach her. And when I did, we had a great conversation and hit it off.
I remember it differently.
One of the first or second questions I asked her, of course, was, "Are you a tattoo artist?" Which is like when you first meet Kristen, that's what everyone asks her.
Oh, is it? Oh, because we're just like, because of the name.
Once I asked, she smiled, looked down, laughed, and then raised her head back up and said, "Yup." So from that moment, our bond and friendship started to grow.
No.
No. I am so grateful to have a friend like you in my life who will always lift my spirits, make me feel loved, special, important, and very beautiful. Tom, I'm so happy for the both of you that was able to find true love, happiness within each other. You have always treated her as a queen, as she deserves to be treated as. The both of you always go above and beyond for one another. I am so excited to see the amazing and bright future you will both be building together. Congratulations. Cheers to Mr. and Miss Kristen and Tom Best-Ink.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Love you guys.
I got one quick one.
Okay, yeah.
And I think you know the story I'm going to tell.
I have no idea.
I think you should know the story I'm going to tell because it's a big reason why I'm here.
Oh, the dog guy.
So, a couple years ago, I had to move from here across the country. And the whole plan was that I was going, and you need to know this story. The whole plan was that I was going to pack up all my stuff in my truck and drive out from Michigan to Oregon. That had always been the plan. And one day I get a text from Tom saying, "Hey, you still going out to Oregon in July?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I've always wanted to see Portland and I've got some time off work. Can I go with you?" So of course I said, "Hell yeah, it's Tom. I mean, who wouldn't want to take a road trip with Tom?" So we go out there for days. We stop at all the random sites. I could tell the stories about the Creationist Dinosaur Museum. It was amazing.
Oh my God, so good.
So we finally get close to Portland. We're within 1 or 2 days of arriving. And I start asking him, "What are your plans when you get there?" And he kind of looks uncomfortable for a second, and finally he spills it and says, "I don't give a damn about Portland. I just didn't want you to make this drive on your own." You've got the love of my entire family forever. I just want you to make sure you know that. It's a damn good dude right there. Anybody else?
Next, anybody else?
Yeah, one more.
That's a damn good dude you got there.
Thank you.
Oh, we got two. Hadouken for it.
Friendship, Kristen. You have been and are one of my the best friends that since we met. We've been tight ever since and gone through a lot of shit, as like best friends do. And Tom, I've had the pleasure to hang out with you guys a few times. You're a great dude, man, and I could tell that, like I said before I even met, the way she talked about you, just all the excitement. And you guys are both both really good people, and you have found each other, man, and come together with that. I'm very, very grateful to have come this far with you, Kristen and Tom. So happy for you guys, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna be friends forever.
Forever and ever.
For real.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. All you.
Thank you for being here and standing up for me.
You guys.
You already know.
Kristen, when I first met you, I knew you were special. Tom, when I first met you, I thought you were adopted. You guys are amazing.
I love you, Sarah.
Best speech of the night.
anybody else?
Yeah, Bobby wants to go.
Bobby wants to do this.
Going once.
Alright, congratulations guys. Happy for you guys. You guys are awesome. Love you. And hope you have a great day.
I'd like to thank the Academy, Council, the Elma Religious Cult Retreat. I'd like to leave, please send help. Oh yeah, man, best day ever, best ceremony ever, Tom and Kristen. Man, we love you guys. As I said when I did the ceremony, that I've never had more faith in a couple than you guys. Thanks for including us, involving us. Great time, great weekend. I love you.
We love you.
All right, Tom and Kristen, congratulations. Have a great time. We love you.
Tom and Kristen, we love you. Congratulations!
Tom!